Is the greatest practice round duo in disc golf breaking up? Nah, I'm just playing, but we do have some tweets about them discussing form, which honestly is so much better. What's up? I'm Jefferson from the disc golf world, and we're your one-stop shop to check out Brodie's tweets if you don't have Twitter. Man, I wish that was a joke. Brodie went to Twitter to say, "Pro tip, stop worrying so much about form and focus on the results. If it's working for you, run with that, and get really good at doing it that way." I actually kind of like this take, and it was something that I switched into my own game. I spent so much time practice putting, worrying about making my form exactly like the person I was emulating. Even when I would feel good about my putt, if it didn't look identical, I would obsess over that. Not until recently, I stopped caring about how it looked and only worried about what was putting the best results. Now that sounds obvious, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but it really did help elevate my game. Granted, I also started practicing and playing a lot more, but that's besides the point, because the strong being himself had different feelings. Ezra would say, "I don't like this take. I do think that it's good advice for some people, but I feel like for people with trash form, their ceiling is low, and improving form is one of the best ways to raise it." Ezra may have a point here, and again, I do agree with what he has to critique about Brodie's takes, but I don't think Brodie was considering people with quote-unquote bad form. I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about anyone's form. However, there's a clear indicator of when someone has bad form. There are fundamental parts of disc golf form. If someone is an average disc golfer, but they're rounding, don't tell them to keep doing that, especially if they ask you for advice. Because I'm not advocating going out to any disc golfer and critiquing them, and if you already do that, stop. That's just weird. To Ezra's point, if people have bad form, but the results are doing them good, just imagine how good they could be if they started using proper form. They may have been near the top of their ceiling at their current form level, but their overall ceiling could drastically raise. Brodie fires back to say, "Too many players get hung up on trying to mimic pros' form versus focusing on the pieces that actually matter," and getting really good at that. I'm not really sure what he means by focusing on the pieces that actually matter. Again, we could go back to the fundamental parts of disc golf form. What is that, you might ask? I'm sure there's a Dave Downpace video out there you can check out. What I'm hoping he isn't talking about is people taking pieces of pros' form. For example, Adam Hammis, who is so janky at times, it looks like Tweak from South Park throwing. Damn, Noah and I must be watching too much South Park, but I'll tell you what, TV shows are slim picking late night after these disc golf rounds. One of the best parts of disc golf is how unique people can throw. There is not one correct way to do things. Look at Eric Oakley, one of the most unique forms in the world, yet he is still one of the best disc golfers out there. And before you go commenting about that take, he's on the professional disc golf tour. If you drop a comment about him being bad, he is 100 times better disc golfer than you. I'm sorry that I had to be the one to break it to you. Brodie made another tweet replying to someone else that I think brings up the point he was trying to make. "I tinker with my form all year. You of all people should know that. If you're trying to improve your disc golf game, you have to continually be tweaking and working on new things. If you continue to practice the same old thing, you aren't going to improve. But if you keep tweaking and working, you're going to find progress." Now, I think a lot of disc golfers trying to improve look at pros' form and try to dissect it backwards from their favorite pro. Now, that can be problematic because most pros have form that works for them but might not translate for everyone. Again, I don't advise anyone to watch Hammis's form and try to copy it. Odds are it would be successful for him, but not for everyone. But no one has the right to tell Adam to change his form, because it works for him no matter how goofy sometimes it looks. Most disc golfers trying to improve should watch videos that are directly trying to teach them form, or better yet, go find someone in your area that is giving clinics and get that hands-on experience. How many sports out there do people find success doing it all on their own? Not very many. And the people that learn like this usually are the ones that find themselves lucky enough to have the natural talent to just be great. Also, shout out Ezra for tweeting. We need some more pros expressing their opinions to the public. We need that. So go bug your favorite pros to get on Twitter so you can get to know them better. Or tell them to jump on the Disc Golf World practice round. We're always taking guests. What is your opinion on Brodie and Ezra's take, and do you copy your form based on any pros? If so, drop it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all things disc golf.